Hey guys, we are back in the kitchen where we should have some good lighting, except that it's hitting my glasses, but whatever, we'll figure that out, right? I keep my chin down, flip and reverse it, say what? Okay, that was my Missy Elliott. Sorry, I think it's Missy Elliott. I don't know. Anyway, um, maybe I should just take my glasses off. I don't have to see you guys. We can just pretend to make eye contact, right? Okay. What am I even saying? What is this? Oh, okay. Life. So, I should probably get my information together before I try to have a conversation with you guys. Which means I need to put my glasses back on and look at some paper stuff. Be right back. Okay, so I'm going to give you a really quick, table of content for this video. We're going to do a weigh-in. We're going to do, a health, life, like, um, workout type update, and then we're going to move on to just life stuff. So if you're here just for the weigh-in, you don't have to hang out. That's why I'm doing it this way, because I tend to put that at the beginning because that's what this channel was started as, and I know that's what a lot of you guys are around for, so we're just going to do it that way. I do have to put my glasses back on because I took them off so you can see my face. Then I realized I had to put them back on when I hung up on you guys for a minute so I could organize my thoughts. And then I realized I actually need them to read the thoughts that I organized. So let's move forward. Weigh-in. My actual weigh-in, which, let me just tell you, I think I picked Saturday as my weigh-in day, but I actually think I'm going to start, and today I weighed in on Saturday, but I think next week I'm going to use my Friday weigh-in so I can make this video and upload it on Saturday. I don't know. Maybe Saturday. No, next week it will be a Friday because I have something going on Saturday. So, anyway, it's going to be a Friday, Saturday weigh-in every single week. There you go. And hopefully we'll have a Saturday video going up every single week. That's the goal. But for now, let's just move forward. So I weighed in this morning, and my actual weight is 180.6. So that is a 3.2 pound loss this week from last week. So that's exciting. But what's more exciting is my moving weight loss. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to go ahead and tell you real quick. I use a scale I use a app called Happy Scale, and you basically track your weight. And if you weigh in every day, it kind of is a little bit more accurate, but it takes into account the normal fluctuations. We always talk about how, I'm up 2 pounds this week, but, it's lady time is coming up, or my body fluctuates. And it takes that into account, and it gives you a moving weight. And the moving weight, it's so, and when people, they have the frequently asked questions, should I track using my moving weight or my actual weight? And they were like, it's really up to you. If you really enjoy seeing those numbers drop, and don't mind having the drastic up and downs, use your actual weight. But if you are somebody who the drastic fluctuations frustrate you and you would rather just see a slow decline or a hang out in the middle or whatever you're aiming for, or even a gain, then use your moving totals. So I kind of use both. I use my actual for instant gratification and my moving to know that I am going in the right direction. And I think I told you guys a couple of weeks ago that my goal is to get to my goal weight and have my moving average stay there. That's what I want. I will consider myself at goal when my moving average has been at goal for a month, for 30 days. So there we go. At or lower. That's, whatever. All right. So my moving average is 181. That is 3.8 pounds down. What's super cool about that is that that means that the weight loss that I'm seeing, the 3.2, is a real weight loss. That it's not just a quick, like, water and funk, and that's going to come right back as soon as I eat something. Like, it's not just, you know, it's a real weight loss, and that's exciting. So, both my average and my moving average have gone down 3 pounds this week. So I'm super, super stoked about that. This week, last week I talked about wanting to take my vitamins. I used to be great at it, and then I just started to slip. Well, I got myself a new little pill container. This is the biggest problem. I used to be great at taking my vitamins when my vitamins live on my nightstand, but I am really, like, I'm the kind of person who, like, it's like everything has to be in view, and I think it's the attention deficit, but I'm not sure. But if it's not in view, I totally forget. So I tend to, like, stack things in view, and that works. But then you put more on top of it, and more on top of it, and the next thing you know, you have a mess, and you don't see the stuff that you put there first, and it stops working. Kind of the same way with, like, Post-its. Like, for a little while, I went through this phase of trying to organize my life with Post-its, and then I realized that I would put Post-its on top of Post-its on top of Post-its, and when you have, like, 56 Post-its all over your life, they really lose their effectiveness like that. So I'm trying to organize better and make better choices, and so what I figured was, instead of having all of the bottles of vitamins on my nightstand, I can just have this beautiful little rainbow. And I fill her up once a week, and then she sits on my nightstand. When she's empty, I get up and I fill her up again, right? That's the goal. I mean, right now we've been doing this for 3 days, so I'll let you know. But the rainbow really has been working. She's eye-catching, and she's beautiful, and she's only this big, which means I don't have to have 6 different bottles on my nightstand. Yay! So I'm excited about that. So, taking my vitamins, check. Yay! Alright, this week my running routine changed a bit. I was running 13 minutes, and this week we ran 15 minutes. So it went like this: 4 on, 5 minute get started, warm up. 4 on, 4 off. Feel like I'm lying to you. Oh, okay, no. It went 4 on, 5 off, 4 on, 5 off, 3 on, 4 off, 2 on, 3 off, 2 on, 5 minute cooldown. So, does that add up to 15? Because 4, 4, 8, 3, 11, 2, yes, 15. Okay, yay! See, we just did math. And all those times, the teacher was like, you're going to need math in your life. And I was like, no, I'm not. I'm never doing math again. And I lied. I totally lied to my teachers because I just did math with you guys. Anyway, so, yes, 15 minutes of running. Now, here is the kicker. My leg has been really fritzy, like on the verge. My hip, my buttocks area is like starting to get that deep bruise feeling. The top of my big toe is starting to get a little numb feeling, and like that pain numb. And that's what happens. Like, it starts in my hip and starts to travel down, it starts in my foot, and then it hits each other, and all heck breaks loose. So, I'm going to pick up a Be Active. Now, I don't know if that's going to work. I Tiger Balm pretty regularly now, and I love it, and it helps a lot. But I am going to pick up a Be Active, which is supposed to help with sciatic pain. I'll let you guys know how that goes. I don't know. We'll see. So, and I think that the major reason that happened with my leg is because, like I told you guys, I work out Monday, Tuesday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And on Sunday, we do just like usually a fun walk or whatever for like an hour, or like a trike for an hour, or whatever. But we usually do it in the mornings. Everybody's here sleeping. The wife and the kids are sleeping. I go with Skip, and we, whatever. And last Sunday, it got put in the evening. And when it got put in the evening, that means that we worked out for an hour in the late evening and then early the next morning. And I think those two workouts being so close together really kicks my butt. And also, because we are getting better and stronger, the easy workout winded up being quite a good workout. And so that too, I think, might have played into my leg acting a little silly this week. And I'm hoping and I'm resting her and believing for the best. That's exciting. I'm really thrilled to be on track. I feel like this is the longest and the best that I've been on track. I cooked cookies for the family, and I did not eat a cookie. I have icing that's open in this house, and I have not. Icing is like my crack, and I'm not making light of people who are addicted to crack. I'm being very, very honest. Icing is like my crack. Like, I could sit with a spoon of icing and finish off a whole container and be so high on sugar, I am legitimately high, and then I crash and I'm legitimately ill. It is like a drug. So that, for like the past year and a half, if icing was in this house, it was a problem that I either had to like mutilate, like with soap and hot water, not just throw away, or I would eat. And so I feel very good that there are 2 open containers of icing, and I have not touched them, and I don't even really want to. Like, I guess I want to in the way that an addict wants to use, which is I don't want that, but I do. But I am not going to, and that is a good feeling. I went out to eat with a friend, and we went to Subway, where at one point you could just get salads, and then it slowly starts to be like, well, the veggie sandwich, and then it starts to be like, whatever. And it was like, well, there's so many healthy options, I could eat whatever. And I really started to relax, and I ordered myself, this time, a chopped salad. It was delicious, and I felt good, and I felt on track. So that's awesome. Like, there are things that are feeling really good and strong, and I'm excited by it. I feel like instead of hoping and praying and running behind, wanting to catch up with myself, I'm actually driving this situation, and that feels good. I wound up getting a new car last weekend, and I tried to vlog it, but it never really came together. So I will put the footage here.
Hey guys, I just cleaned out the little blue car, and I'm having my coffee and waiting for my wife to get here because we are going to go to Baton Rouge and to trade in my car. Well, we're selling my car because we're going to CarMax. So we're selling my car and then we're buying a new car. So, I don't know. I'm very nervous, but I'm sure it'll be okay. I'm believing, and I've prayed about it and burned candles over it, so here we go. So, like 3 hours later, we're finally on the road. It's the family and me to go buy cars. Not cars, just the one.
You should show them your car back there.
I don't know. Oh, look, you can see it. That's my little car being towed to Baton Rouge. Yeah, it took us like hours because I lost the key. So when it came time to leave, we couldn't find the key. But it's found now, and the car is safely being towed, and we are on our way. I'm so excited. And I'm not really excited. I'm trying to be excited because this should be fun, but I actually feel nauseous and I have a horrible headache, and I know that it's stress. So I'm gonna be excited when it's all done and I'm driving a fancy car that won't die home. Yay! That's my new car. They call her gray, but she's kind of bluish gray. It's an SUV. Oh my gosh.
So my car is a Hyundai Santa Fe. She is adorable and totally what we needed. Like, my dream was an SUV or a minivan. And really the only reason I wanted a minivan is because I really like how the doors don't have to open, they can slide. But I just wanted space. I wanted to be able to move my face painting gear easily. I just wanted the kids to be comfortable. I just wanted space. And I have to say, like, even without the mechanical problems that the Aveo had for years, um, the Aveo, if you know anything about an Aveo, it's a very small vehicle. I used to call it a scrubbing bubble. It's a tiny, tiny little vehicle. And that's great. It's cute. It's efficient. It will get you where you're going if you have a good one. Apparently, some people love them. A lot of people had the same problems I had, but whatever. But I have two daughters who go pretty much everywhere with me, and they are adult size now. I mean, my oldest is taller than me, and my youngest is going to be there within a couple of years. So it really was like, this is not good. Like, if we had to go anywhere, they were so uncomfortable. It was such a pain in the butt to have, like, school bags, which, yes, we homeschool, but we do, when we go places, they pack their bags with art supplies, school books if they have to do school on the road, whatever they're going to need to entertain themselves, they pack. And so they would have their school bags, and having like two adult-sized people plus school bags would like fill the car up. In another example, we are having water issues in our parish again with the Nigerial flowerae or whatever, the brain-eating amoeba. So water is highly chlorinated, as I may have mentioned, and because of that, we are using bottled water. Well, instead of having tons and tons of bottles everywhere, we started getting the 5-gallon, bottled water and we have a hand pump that we use, and it's really easy and it's convenient. And when we can use our water sources again, we're going to put the pump away for camping, and it's just good. So, but I usually get about 4 of the bottles of water, and that will last us like 2 weeks, somewhere, week and a half, 2 weeks. I ran out of all the water, all of it. So I was like, I'm going to go get all 4 of these at once, because I don't go, like, that's a different grocery store than where I grocery shop. So I went to go do it, and I could not fit easily 4 5-gallon bottles in the back seat of that car. It was like crazy stupid trying to get them in there. So we really needed more space. We have the 2 dogs and the 5 cats, and like, if we ever need to evacuate, we need more space. But even just with the 2 dogs and the girls and camping, we needed more space. So the SUV is awesome. Driving around in a car that has a warranty is awesome. There's such an ease. I feel good. I feel happy. I feel so comfortable. Like, it's so different because, once the little blue car, the Aveo, started having all the problems, it was like every time I went anywhere, I messed up my eyebrow. I don't think so. Every time I went anywhere, I was scared that we weren't going to get home, or that we weren't going to get there, or that something bad was going to happen, So it definitely feels pretty good. So we got a new car. Her name is Manolo Maria Luna. Yay! Her name is Manolo. I don't know if you watch The Book of Life, but Manolo plays from the heart, and I love that. So she's adorable, and I love her, and I'm super stoked. And I know that Manolo is a boy named by the way, I do know that. I was gonna say BTW, but I don't care. I grilled it up with Maria and Luna. Thank you. Anyway, so that's pretty exciting. I think my first face painting gig is next. I have my calendar right here. think it's next month. And I'm really excited because I can start booking those with a lot more confidence. I know I can get where I'm going. Also, I have a conference coming up where I'm going to be selling my jewelry and art. So I'm excited. I think we're supposed to be taking the truck to that, but I am excited because I could theoretically take my own vehicle and get there, and that's awesome. In fact, we actually might take my vehicle because we can pack it up and not have to worry about rain or anything. So awesome. Anyway, yeah, so that's happening. I have some weird news that's really not. I guess I'll do bad news and then I'll do happy news so that we're ending on a happy note. But I don't know. I'm kind of dealing with something. My friend died last week. I don't really even know how to process it because actually a couple of weeks ago, a very dear friend passed away. Wayne. Wayne was an older man who we met at church, and the family just kind of adopted him. We loved him so much. My wife would call him Uncle Wayne. The kids loved him. It was definitely a very close relationship. And he got extremely sick very quickly. Well, I mean, it wasn't quickly. He's been kind of sick, but the decline was really fast, and it was kind of shocking. And my vehicle didn't work, and I was not able to go visit him, and he died. And that's the quick version. I mean, it went on for a little while. The day like before he passed away, or that actually earlier in that day, I was in the days before he passed away. I was very upset in my spirit because I couldn't get there. I was talking to my wife. She was like, you want me to try to get home to get you to there, like we can figure something out. But it just was not a good situation. And then finally, the day he passed away, I was like, I'm just going to drive my car. And I got in the car and I left the house. And I got maybe 2 blocks away, and it was like, as much as you want to go, you should not be driving this car. And I was like, okay, then I need to turn around and go home. And I turned back home and I came home. And I found out that he died later that afternoon. And then after that, I got some other bad news. And I was just like, I don't even know. Like, the kids need to eat and things need to happen. And I guess I'm just going to go pick them up something to eat because I can't cook right now. My brain is not working. So I got in the car and I literally drove 10 blocks away, and the whole car overheated and basically died. So I can't express how sad I was to not get to see Wayne, but I also cannot express how blessed I am that I didn't blow my car up in New Orleans. To get from where I live to where I was going, you go through some of the not greatest parts of New Orleans, and I can't explain how blessed I am to not have broken down there. Thank you very much. So it was kind of weird. So I got the news that he passed away, and it's been strange because it's almost like he isn't gone. It doesn't feel like he's gone. I don't feel like he died. And, that might be because I haven't been to church lately. Actually, I'm going, hopefully this weekend. Things keep coming up, but I hadn't had a car, so I couldn't go to church. Well, maybe that's why, I don't know, but I feel like my body and mind are not processing that loss. It's sitting there queued up and waiting to hit, but it's not hitting. And I really thought that maybe I was feeling these things in a removed way because of Katrina, like the 10-year anniversary, and this is always a really weird time for me because the news starts talking about Katrina, and everybody's writing stuff about Katrina, and everybody has opinions, and there's so much outside chatter, and I really hate being inundated with Katrina stuff. If you went through it, and if it affected your life, and you feel the need to say something, I don't mind. But I cannot stand the weeks leading up to Katrina, and I cannot stand the inundation of news stories and the footage and seeing it everywhere. I can't. It like shuts me down in a way. So I really thought maybe that's why I wasn't processing the loss of Wayne. It's weird. Like it's right on the outside. And the other bad news that I got was that my nephew, who has been having horrible headaches, who is 9 years old, he has something in his brain, and they have said that it could be three things: a pituitary tumor, a a craniopharinoma, or a cyst. All three are expected to be benign, so that's really great. Um, it's it should not be cancer. Now, obviously, when they say it's generally not, that means like 99%, but there's always a chance that something could be different in his head than in most. But I know a lot of people are praying for the cyst. That seems to be the best situation, if you have to have the situation. But anyway, so that's going on. And there was a lot of like fear and confusion and weirdness, but I don't know how. I have no actual feelings attached to it. It's like I know I'm sad and I know I'm worried, but I don't feel them, which is a really weird thing. So those two things happened on the same day. Um, my nephew goes in on the 23rd to get his things. They're going to take liquid out to biopsy it, and if it's a cyst, I think they're going to drain it, but that's kind of convoluted information that I got from my mom, so I don't really know 100%. Just letting you know, if you are a prayer, a love and lighter, or anything like that, we could use it. He could use it. Believing 100% for a fast and amazing recovery. That's what I'm believing. But anyway, so those things are going on. Told you all this, so I can take you here. So my friend Jamie died, and it's really weird because I hope you understand now where I'm coming from when I speak about it in such a factual way. I feel weird. I haven't seen Jamie in over a year. I think the last time I saw him was June of 2014. He had a birthday party and a Halloween party that I wasn't able to make because I don't have reliable transportation. It's been a really weird disconnect, guys. It's been a weird situation. But his life changed a lot. I know he was starting to use substances. It was him and my friend Nick split up, and there was just a lot going on. And you see those things. I personally have dealt with addiction in so many facets of my life, from family members to significant others, people I care very deeply for. And I used to confuse caring very deeply for like needing to hang out through it all. I don't anymore. I now understand that I can love you very, very much, but I cannot love you better, so I have to back up. And I think that's kind of what happened with Nick and Jamie, though I'm not 100% sure. But I really, in my mind and in my heart, I truly never expected him to die. I thought he would get better. I thought he and Nick would work things out. I really did. I don't know why. That's what I thought. I don't even know how he died. I don't know if it was drugs. I don't know if it was a car accident. I don't know if it was completely medical and had nothing to do with anything. I don't know. But I feel very bizarrely, like, I feel devastated in like a non-feeling way. I don't, like I said earlier, I'm having trouble feeling my feelings. Like, I see them, I know that they exist, but I don't feel impacted. I feel kind of like that. Like, I feel stunned, and I feel overwhelmed, and I feel extremely confused. I think that's the biggest thing I'm feeling over all of these bad news bits. I feel confused, and I'm trying to work through that. But that's going on. I don't know. This video is getting long, but so I told you that, and I'm going to tell you this now because this is the happy news. My friend Miss Barbara, who works with the feral cats around here, she knew that my cat died, and she brought a cat. She knew that Oxy had passed away a while back, and that I did not have a current outdoor cat, and so she showed up and was like, "Please don't hate me, but this baby is so sweet. She can't be just on her own." So we now have Poppy Marie, different from the car. What happened was I named the cat, and then I got the car, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I think this car's name is Maria as well." So we have Poppy Marie. I'm going to show you her. Watch this.
Hello, Poppy. Say hello. I'm just pumping. That's just me. She's so stinking cute.
So Poppy Marie, not Maria, that's the car. Poppy is amazing. She's like the sweetest thing in the world. We have 5 indoor cats, and none of them love me like that. They all love other people in the family. They love, like, my wife has Lear, Molly, who is my cat, and who does love me arguably the best, doesn't want to be pet. Like, she wants to sit on you, but she doesn't want to be rubbed down. Like, she's all like, "This is a one-way interaction. Let me chill." And she's a sweetheart. She's not like a standoffish cat. She's not mean. She's just not into being pet. So I'm like, I have this cat, and she loves me so much. And like, Paisley's my other animal, and Paisley is a doll, and Paisley loves me. She knows I'm talking about her. Paisley loves me like crazy, but Paisley is very uncomfortable with physical love. So she comes up to you and she bumps into you and she gets all up on you, but when you start to love her back, she like pushes back. So I finally have an animal who loves me, and she has to live outside. Anyway. Yeah, so, I'm excited about life. I am confused by the negative part. I feel like I need a good cry, but I don't think I'm anywhere near crying. And I'm happy to be welcoming Poppy Marie to the family. Stay tuned. I'll put some pictures of the car and of Pop up, and I will talk to you guys later.